Good day, Mr. Ralph.
Yeah, good day to you.
Now we are going into history. Let us start from here. Where did the Fulani originate from?
Okay, thank you so much. You have township dwelling Fulani. That's town dwelling Fulani. Then you have bush dwelling Fulanis. Example,
Dwelling Fulani?
yes, they are Wolof. Wolof in Senegambia. Mandego. Mandego are the Fulanis in Mali. Bororo, they are the Fulanis in Congo. Then a particular Fulani in Southern Africa, I could not remember their name. But I want to tell you that the Fulani migrated into Nigerian contraption in 1804.
1804?
Yes, from Senegambia, Senegal and Gambia. Yes, it's an island. A very big mountain like that where they have the greener pastures on the base of that mountain called Futajalon. Futajalon Island, the base is full of rivers, is a valley where you have tributaries, you have canals, channels, created by rivers of Senegal and Gambia. Senegambia River. River Gambia, River Senegal. That's why we call it Senegambia, River Senegambia. On the lower part of Futajalon Island, you have many tributaries from where agricultural irrigation is being positioned or cultivated by the Gambians, by the Senegalese. And from there, they rear their animals. They are pastoralists. They are just like the Maasai in Kenya. They only rear cattle, goats, sheep from place to place. That is their life. That was the life, lived by the early Jews.
Early Jews?
Yes, when you talk about our father Abraham, he was a pastoralist. He was a cattle rearer, a herder, with his brother Lot. When they actually left Sodom and Gomorrah, they were journeying towards the land that God promised them. Abraham had to ask his brother, let there be no strife or fight between you and I. Are you taking left or right? Let me know, so that you will never feel cheated. Lot said he would take so position or region or angle or flank, either left or right. Abraham allowed him. He took that position. Abraham took the other position. That is how our father Abraham became one of the greatest men on earth today. They went apart. Lot grew in prosperity, rearing his animals and livestock. Abraham grew in prosperity, rearing his livestock. And today, our father Abraham, become the largest man on earth with many children. Even God actually promised him that he could not count the numbers of his children. If he could count the numbers of stars in the skies, on the sky roof. So that's it. Do you know what I'm saying? The pastoralists, they saddle their, they feed their animals, they feed their livestock. It might be from poultry to pigs, from pigs to cows, which is cattle, to goats. I don't understand. These people are just rearing cattle from place to places. They are the nomadic people. They dwell in the bush. Before you know it, most of them begin to hunger for education and Western, knowledge, which is education. And that was how they come into the town. So the bush dwelling Fulanis are the Wolof. You have many of them in Senegambia there, and they came, wandering all over West African region. In 1804, they came to Nigeria, settled with their Arabic religion and ideology, Islam. They settled in the northern region of Nigeria using women as baits and object of, deception to betray or buy into the system of their Hausa hosts. And the Hausas, because they have long throat for beautiful women with pointed nose, they began to act otherwise. What do I mean here? The Hausa men begin to look at beautiful Fulani women. They begin to, approach them for marriage and sexual relationships. That was how the Hausas fell before the Fulani Islamization and, dynasty on the region of West Africa.
How are these Fulani able to dominate over Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa?
That was Hausa after conquering the Hausas in the northern Nigeria using Islam and the beautiful women. The Hausas fell in the 18th century, beginning of 19th centuries. The Hausas actually had fallen before the Fulanis. Fulani oligarchy took control of the whole northern region, not able to conquer northeastern Nigeria, occupied by the Kanuris, who actually migrated from Sudan, Yemen, and Saudi Arabia. What do I mean here? The core north, which is northwest, and the mid-north, where the Hausas, the original owners of the land, they have various types of the Hausas in the southern and northern Kadunas. The Angasians, the Kaje tribe in Plateau State are not left out. Even the Shororo in Niger State, they were among them then, and other parts of Kwara who are of Hausa origin. They actually, fell prey to the predators, Fulani predators, who actually use their beautiful women, their enticing meat, livestock, to deceive the local Hausas into believing in Islam and the Arabic ideology, which actually made them to surrender to the Sadwana and the emirs. They actually installed emiracy in all the northern parts, mid-north, northwest, core north, except with the exception of northeastern Nigeria. The Fulanis had this power, this strength, religiously and traditionally over the original Hausas, whom they captured their Sarkis, their Ezes, their Igbes, their Obas, with their beautiful women. And they use sex evangelism. Sex evangelism is it. They conquered the Hausas who have long throat over beautiful women. And today, they manipulated the Hausas using their beautiful women. And when they struck, they made sure they slew, they killed the whole Sariki, the whole Hausa chiefs, Obas, Ezes, kings, and took over their land. And today you can see modern Nigeria, whereby the whole northern Nigeria is inhabited by most popular politicians who are doing well on playing political games, deceiving the locals, maybe by money or Arabic, incentives, as they actually indicated that they are from Saudi Arabia, that their religion supersedes that of the original Hausas. That's why they introduce Islam into the Hausa religious system and make sure that they overwhelm the local Hausas and allow Islam to be a major language in that area. So they use Islam and Arabic ideology to overpower Nigerian political system, even religion.
But even the Igbo politicians seems to have a cordial relationship with the Fulani.
Thank you so much. They are the ones that are errand boys, slaves to the Fulanis. Example, Ojos Okano example. Another example is Hope Uzodinma and rest of them in Imo State and Abia State, even Anambra State. They use them as errand boys. Yes.
Your
more
state?
Money. My state. Atezenupo is telling you that it's Fulani that made him rich. Listen to most of those billionaires, they actually tell you that Fulani allows them to have stake in Nigeria. What? Oil refinery, the so-called Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC. Fulani connection, you can never get oil well. For you to have allocation, oil allocation, crude oil allocation, you are going to mingle as an Igbo man with a Fulani oligarch. That's why I'm telling you that they actually gave the Igbos upper hand, gave the Yoruba upper hand, because they are the ones that are doing well within the NNPC, Petroleum Corporation or institution. So what I'm saying is that they succeeded by using many, state agents. Yeah, the people that called state agents are used to fight against people that are fighting against neo-colonialism, to fight against people that are fighting against Fulani oligarchy, to fight against people that are fighting against recolonization of Nigerian country. Today the Fulanis are having upper hand because they are the erudite politicians you have in Nigeria. The cash, the gameplay. They are the game players. The gameplay is on their hands, and they know how to politically play it well. That's why they have control over everybody in Nigeria. But the only people that are standing so different, so distinctive, are the Igbos. Yeah, the Jewish connection of the Igbos. They are originally the Jacobites. The Jacobites are people that descended from Jacob or Israel. They are from Middle East Europe after the death of Jesus Christ. Eri, the father of all Igbos, actually absconded with his kinsmen in Egypt. Yeah, streamlining down to southern River Nile, from where they moved again down to Ethiopia, Central African Republic, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon and Cameroon. From there they busted into lower parts of River Niger. Though the whole Bakassi Peninsula, the Igbos are there. The whole Congo DR, the Igbos are there. Gabon, the Igbos are there. Because that was the route from where they migrated into the lower part of Niger. Pacification of a lower tribe, pacification of a little tribe then, but now the biggest tribe in Africa on the lower part of Niger. We are the Igbos. That's where we come from, and the Fulani Janjaweeds could never have upper hand over us because we are like Iroko tree. You can't plant us. We spring up anywhere we wish to. We decide by ourselves. Nobody could ever suppress the Igbo man. In fact, our days, our time has come.
But let me take you on this. Some people will say there's no president in Nigeria that will not take order from the Fulanis. Example, Jonathan. People are saying they don't want Jonathan in 2027 because we take order from the Fulanis because he's their slave according to them.
Yeah, Fulani controls everybody in Nigeria. You can see how Tinubu started. Tinubu? Yes, Tinubu started in 2023. Totally intimidated. Reduced to zero by the Fulani Janjaweeds. And he began to play along with them until when it mattered most. I mean, the ending of 2024, Tinubu woke up to the reality and began to be himself. Tinubu is himself today. I see him fighting the Fulani Janjaweeds. Does not mean I'm trying to say that Tinubu is doing the good thing. I see Tinubu smiling and jumping and celebrating. Other Nigerians, southeastern Nigeria, southwestern Nigeria, his Yoruba brothers, they are all dying in hunger. The Igbos are dying in hunger, even the mid-belt. I'm not trying to say that Tinubu is doing the needful, but all I know is that he's living up to expectations to tell the Fulani Janjaweeds that enough is enough. And you can see that he's taking decision on his own now. Tinubu is doing the needful.
He decides what he wants.
Listen and listen good. The Fulani Janjaweeds are the one that invited all the Sahel terrorists into Nigerian contraption to begin to advance into Niger Delta region to seize our oil-rich regions. They want to draw their sword into Atlantic Ocean, orchestrating all manners of terrorist act in the southern Nigeria. And with the latest orientation that Tinubu has gotten right now, the Fulanis, they are diminishing on alarming rates. I mean on their political upheaval and the superiority in Nigeria. They are going down. Tinubu is having upper hands ahead them. Why? It is the turn of the South. The South has barely completed 4 years. The Fulanis, Janjaweeds are jumping up, especially Atiku and the rest of the RFIs. They are jumping up and started, shouting and talking that it is their turn, it is their turn. It isn't their turn. It is still the turn of Southern Nigeria. They can never control Tinubu. They are not in control presently. The Fulani Janjaweeds, they are receiving the messages that they deserve. We are not, deterring. We are not refraining. We are not retracting. We are not reducing our mind, what we know about Fulani's invasion of Nigeria, how they actually conquered everywhere, and they are still fighting hard to colonize the whole country. They have failed.
Colonize the whole country.
I'm telling you, Tinubu is not retracting. If Tinubu does,
you see them colonizing it.
Fulani, if Tinubu does, Fulani is going to invade southwestern Nigeria under hours. The Igbos are there standing gidigba with men on ground. The indigenous people of Biafra, every Igbo man is ready to fight Fulani Janjaweeds. We don't care. They are all Arab Mugareb that migrated from Sahel, West Africa, to suppress us in this land.
But it seems the politicians in the East, people like Opus Odema, Ojis Okalu, this Enugu State Government, Peter Amba, it seems they all have a cordial relationship with the Fulanis. They will not fight them.
Cordial relationship, we said it. It's not cordial relationship. Money relationship. Cordial is when you have emotional love. And emotional love, money could not determine the aftermath or climax of emotional love. So when you say cordial relationship, no. They have money, physical, pecuniary, financial relationship, financial love, relationship with the Fulanis. When money goes, they will turn their back on the Fulanis. Actually, they have gotten what they wanted. Then the Fulanis that actually want to stay in Igbo land and claim it, their graves will be scattered all over southeastern Nigeria. Nothing like cordial relationship or love between the governors and the Fulani Janjaweeds. The governors are just doing all this thing because of political, physical, and financial interest, gains. When there's no money, you find out that you wouldn't have used the word cordial relationship. The Fulanis are not friends to anybody in the southeastern Nigeria. What they're after is to grab our land. Our land is rich on growing good pastures, green pastures. I mean, hays, grasses now that all these herbivores, livestock feed on. That's why you see them coming closer, going closer to Hope Uzodinma, going closer to Peter Mba, Charles Soludo, and Francis Nwafulefu of Ebonyi State. Listen, nobody is in good time with Fulani in the southeastern Nigeria. It is money relationship, especially the money mongering governors of Imo State. Hope Uzodinma is after money. When he actually gets what he is bargained for or gunning for, or what he went for from the Fulanis, is gonna back down and trash Fulani on the beam. Nobody's enjoying cordial relationship with Fulani in the southeastern Nigeria. They're after money.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Raf. Let me allow you.
You are welcome.